Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first annual Race Hangover Year-End Special.
Formula One in 2025 begins when the 5 red lights go out. The new season is underway. The Australian driver spins at the penultimate corner of the racetrack. Norris weathers the storm. Kimi Antonelli.
Yeah! But Piastri powers back!
What do you reckon to that, Kimi? Oh my god!
Back-to-back pole position. No one has ever waited as long to stand on a Formula One podium. Nico Hulkenberg, 239 starts. What a sentence this is! Isaac Hadjar, you are P3!
I'll miss being on a headline because I've won or because I've been on a pole or because whatever.
Best volume in my career, guys. You cannot imagine how this tastes. This is my first smooth operation in Williams.
They have won the Constructors' Championship, double-double, 2024 and 2025.
Yeah, I get the feeling McLaren have given him this one. All weekend, Oscar Piastri's been quicker than anybody else.
We didn't see it all, maybe a bit churlish.
Save that for the debrief. And after 24 rounds, Lando Norris is the Formula One World Champion.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Race Hangover Year-End Special. I'm Austin Terry, joined by Katie Lebulia.
And we have a fantastic episode planned for you today, from the best moments on track to the most memorable storylines.
And we're here to take you through the 2025 Formula One season.
As always, we hope you enjoy.
For the first race of the season, we headed to Australia, where the final podium was Norris, Verstappen, Russell, as Piastri was in P2, but unfortunately spun at his home race, but managed to clinch points.
Lewis Hamilton won the sprint in China, which faked us out for absolutely the rest of the season, where we thought he would be contending because he then finished 19th in the Grand Prix. Oscar Piastri started a great run, and we had the first of many McLaren 1-2s. Esteban Ocon somehow finished 5th, and that feels worth noting. And then Jack Doohan actually outfinished his teammate Pierre Gasly, finishing 13th, while Gasly finished P20, and that was about all he did this year, so might as well shout him out for that.
We head to Japan now, in Suzuka. It was a bit of a snooze fest. The final podium was Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, as quite literally nothing happened.
Bahrain was the start of Oscar Piastri's 3 Grand Prix win streak, so shout out to him for that. And Pierre Gasly was actually, once again, a polar bear in Arlington as he finished P7.
We head to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now, where the final podium was Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc. Lando hit a wall in qualifying, and he just couldn't get back up to the podium in the race.
If you weren't a McLaren fan, Miami probably sucked for you because it was literally just the papaya show. They had 2 1-2s in the weekend, making it the maximum amount of points they could have achieved. Sprint race finished with Norris in first and Piastri in second, while the Grand Prix finished with Piastri in first and Norris in second. In the Grand Prix, George continued his trend of finishing third, while the 2 papaya cars finished first and second, and Alex Albon actually finished in the points, so great weekend for the 2019 rookies. It was, however, a horrible weekend for the 2025 rookies, as almost all of them DNF'd. Oh, this was also the best drivers' parade, by the way.
We head to Imola now, where in the race it finished Verstappen, Norris, Piastri. Verstappen had an overtake in turn 1 and never looked back.
While in Monaco, the Grand Prix can often be an email, it is one of the most exciting qualifyings, and that's because it actually matters. We saw Lando put in an absolute flying lap on his final lap at the checkered flag and take pole in Monaco and then convert that to the Grand Prix win. The only other notable moments were Isaac Hadjar almost killing somebody in the tunnel but saving it, and George Russell getting absolutely rage-baited by Alex Albon to the point where he didn't finish 2 laps, and those were his only 2 missed laps all season.
We head to Spain now, where the podium was Piastri, Norris, Leclerc. Verstappen had probably the most infamous incident of the season, where he just rammed into George Russell and lost his head and gained a 10-second time penalty.
Now we head to me and Austin's home race, where we were so hyped only to see our driver pull the most idiotic move and DNF. George Russell had the Grand Prix win here, and Kimi Antonelli finished with his first ever career podium. Lance Stroll also had a disappointing home race as he finished P17, but guys, it was because he had a bad hand and the track was dry.
We head to Austria now in the Red Bull Ring, where it was Norris, Piastri, Leclerc on the podium. There was a nice little fun fight between the McLarens that almost ended in a crash, but they got through it.
Now we head to Silverstone, which is Austin's other home race and Lando Norris's home race. He was the only driver this season to win his home race, even if it came at a bit of a controversial penalty where Oscar pretty much begged for his position back. It was a McLaren 1-2, but more importantly, it was a Nico Hülkenberg podium. And what did they give him for his first ever career podium this many drives in? A Lego trophy. But at least his daughter can play with it. Oh, also Lewis Hamilton lost his Silverstone streak this year, so blame Ferrari for that.
We head to Belgium now, where it was quite rainy in the race, but before that we had a sprint. So the sprint finished Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, but the race finished Piastri, Norris, Leclerc. The rain delayed everything for about 90 minutes and raised a few question marks within the community of, are we going to get wet races back? But we got through it.
While the concept of a McLaren 1-2 in Hungary may haunt some Papaya fans, it actually finished with a very wholesome storyline of Lando and Oscar winning each other's maiden win races this year, as Lando came out with the win in Hungary and Oscar, of course, had the win in Miami. George Russell also joined the McLaren boys on the podium once again, forever being the third wheel on that podium. And in an insane finish to the middle of the points, Alonso finished P5, Gabriel Bortoleto finished P6, and Lance Stroll finished P7.
We head to the Netherlands now, where in Zandvoort, the top three were Piastri, Verstappen, and Hadjar. We got our first Hadjodium. And if I had a nickel for every time a rookie podiumed off of a Lando DNF, I'd have 2 nickels. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's weird that happened twice, right?
Monza was one of those weekends where Max Verstappen just wins by 20 seconds and it wasn't all that exciting. Lando and Oscar finished P2 and P3 respectively, and this was, of course, the weekend where team orders gave Lando that P2 because he had a slower pit stop and Max made fun of them on the radio, and everybody still talks about that and says his championship wasn't worth it, but don't worry about it. This was also another bad race for Italians as Kimi finished P9 and Ferrari did not get their home podium.
We head to Baku now, where the podium was Verstappen, Russell, and Sainz. We got our first Williams podium. Tough weekend for both McLarens, but an even worse one for Piastri, as you know, he hit a wall.
I genuinely have no recollection of what happened in Singapore, but I'm being told that George won and Max finished second. Other than that, it was pretty standard, and you can probably guess where the rest of them placed. The only thing that came out of Singapore that is worth noting is this is where the whole repercussions thing with Lando started. And which makes what happened in the next race even funnier. Because now we head to the Circuit of Americas, where Oscar absolutely committed terrorism on his teammate in the first turn of the sprint race. But in the real race, Max Verstappen came in first and Lando came in second, with Charles Leclerc coming in third. This was the start of Oscar's P5 streak that he would carry on for the next 3 races. And overall, this weekend's actually really goofy. People hate on America, but I think of all the American races, this one's really funny because everyone just pretends to be cowboys.
We head to Mexico now, where the top 3 was Norris, Leclerc, and Verstappen. Norris ended up overtaking Piastri and becoming the new championship leader here while getting booed by the Mexican fans.
We then head to Brazil, which was one of Lando Norris's most dominant weekends as he finished first in FP1, had the sprint pole, the sprint win, the Grand Prix pole, and the Grand Prix win. This was also the weekend that Kimi was reincarnated as Senna after he visited his grave and finished P2. And Gabriel Bortoleto brought home the home race curse as he DNF'd this race.
We head to Vegas now, where a McLaren disqualification made the podium Verstappen, Russell, and Antonelli. So the child got on the podium, great for him, but the double DNF was really the talk of the entire race.
I barely remembered that there was a sprint in Qatar, but apparently Oscar won, George came in second, and Lando came in third. When you headed to the actual Grand Prix, Max finished first, and that was mainly because of McLaren's horrible strategy where they just decided they didn't want to win anymore. If Esteban Ocon is the only one on the same strategy as you're probably not doing something right. Our final podium there, though, was Verstappen, Piastri, and Carlos Sainz with his second Williams podium of the season. Lando finished P4 thanks to a wobble from Kimi, and I am legally obligated to tell you that it was not his fault, and we respect him online. This race was also what led to things being so close in Abu Dhabi and bringing us a real championship fight into the final race.
We head to the final race of the season in Abu Dhabi now, and the podium was Verstappen, Piastri, and Norris. Norris just needed a podium to become World Drivers' Champion and achieved it by getting P3. So at the end of the season, Lando Norris was our World Drivers' Champion.
It's now time for the Race Hangover Awards season winners.
While there are drivers that get plenty of screen time every race, there are also some that we absolutely forget about all weekend. And that is why we bring you the Invisible Man Award, given to the driver that we forgot existed.
Invisible Man, who was yours?
Isaac Hadja.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot he was there.
He did things. He got overtaken.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. I'd call Pinto.
Yeah.
He seems to get it every week.
But he
from
got
me.
overtaken a bunch. So I actually did remember him.
I just completely forgot he was there. I genuinely thought he was one of those that crashed out. What are you giggling about?
I just think it's so funny that the reason you notice him is because he was getting passed so much.
Yeah, he was.
He was actually too visible at
He was
being
actually,
bad.
Yeah, it would have been better if
He was actually there.
Thank you, and after tallying these scores, the results are in for the Invisible Man Award. In third place, we have a tie between Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, tallying 4 nominations each. In second place, despite not having a full season, Franco Colapinto with 5.5 nominations. The 0.5s come from the sprint races, of course. And in first place with a whopping 9.5 nominations, it is Lance Stroll.
While some drivers prefer to stay quiet on the track, a few tend to yap a lot, and that's why we have created the Best Radio Station Award.
What was your best radio? And I feel like I know what you're going to say, but I have something completely different.
Okay, I have 2. They're both Red Bull, actually.
Oh my gosh. I'm changing my best radio.
No, don't, because that's what I have.
That's what you have? Never mind then.
So that's an honorable mention, but obviously the best radio, the George one.
He
Get into it.
Unbelievable crash out.
Like, it was also unprompted. Like, he's just like, hey, just want to let you know, I'm like pushing like an animal right now. Is that okay?
This award tallies up all the best radios of the season, and only one driver can get it, so let's have a look at who did. In third, we have Lewis Hamilton at 4.5. 0.5s, of course, as she mentioned, are for sprint races. Second, we have Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen at 5 apiece. And in first, by just 0.5, is George Russell.
Try to avoid a collision from Albon. Just slammed on the brakes.
So we need to give that position back to Albon.
I'll take the penalty. He's driving erratically.
Our Comeback King Award is given to the driver that makes up the most places during the Grand Prix. Maybe they started high, dropped low, that's what Austin likes to give it to, or maybe they started low and finished in the points.
Mine was Ollie.
Mine was Oscar. Because he did drop, and then he came straight back up.
I see, in my mind, Comeback King is like you start low, you finish high. Yours is you start high, you drop low, and then you come back.
Yeah.
Comeback King?
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if you're the McLaren admin, Oscar Piastri is your comeback driver.
Yeah, but I get what no.
All right, tallying up all of the Comeback King Awards we've given throughout this season, let's see who finished with the most. In third place, we have Oliver Behrman with 5 points. In second place, we have Lando Norris with 7. And in first place, even though I wrote third on the... in first place, we have Lewis Hamilton with 9. Congrats, Lewis.
I had Lewis for comeback king. Starting 19th and
That is also fair.
technically PA, I was like, you're not first.
Honestly, Lewis has done that a lot this season, because when I deleted what I had in there before, like, because I just use the same doc every week and I like fix
All time he's done it a few times as well.
He's done it a lot, like, all time, like, his career, but also, like,
Yeah.
just this season, I feel like I've put him down as comeback king a lot.
This next award is for the most driver of the days.
Who was your driver of the day?
Leclerc.
So then mine was actually Kimi, and I did a weird thing that we don't usually do on this show. And I have Kimi down for driver of the day and comeback king. Okay, who was your driver of the day?
Well, let's see who was the best driver on their day. Right, that doesn't come out. In third place, we have Charles Leclerc with 6 driver of the day awards. Congrats, Charles. In second place, we have Max Verstappen with 7 Driver of the Day awards, which is probably right. He finished second in the Drivers' Championship. And in first place is the man who beat him for the Drivers' Championship, Lando Norris, with 8. So only 1 Driver of the Day between them. Congratulations, Lando.
Wait for that. Did you see Lando ass up on,
Oh my God,
on every
I
social
did.
media?
The BrakeTech Champion Award is given to the driver that causes the most chaos on track during the race, whether that's getting a penalty or ramming into the side of somebody.
Who's your BrakeTech champ?
Bortoletto.
Yeah, same.
Honestly, you'll do yourself, you'll laugh. Search up the Bortoletto incident, or I'll send it to you like...
No, search it up on the computer.
On the computer, Yakins or whatever it is.
Okay. So this is them driving towards turn 1.
And the drivers with the most BrakeTech Champion awards given to by us. Starting in third, we have Pierre Gasly with 4. In second, we have Liam Lawson with 4.5. That's shockingly low, actually. And tied for first, we have Yuki Tsunoda and Oscar Piastri with 5 each.
Some of the best parts of the race weekend is hearing what the drivers have to say to each other or their own race engineers. This next award is Radio of the Year. Let's see the nominees.
Radio of the Year. George Russell's Monaco crash out. Oscar Piastri's diss on his old team. Max Verstappen's clever car comment.
And the winner of Radio of the Year is Oscar Piastri by, and I quote, saying, Alpine still managed to find a way to f me over all these years later.
It still managed to find a way to all these years later, huh?
Well, here at the Race Hangover, we like to talk about a lot of things that happen off the track. This next award is for something that happens on the track, and that would be the Overtake of the Year award. Let's see the nominees.
Overtake of the Year. Oscar Piastri on Lewis Hamilton in Saudi Arabia. Oliver Behrman on Max Verstappen in Mexico City. Max Verstappen on Lando Norris in Emilia-Romagna.
And the winner of the Overtake of the Year award is Oscar Piastri on Lewis Hamilton in Saudi Arabia.
Against Lando, Hamilton was letting him through into 27 and passing back into 1. Best to overtake into 1.
And Piastri going very brave to a dirty, dusty part of the racetrack to make the move into turn 23.
All the drivers have control over when they're in the car in terms of style is their helmet. Let's take a look at Best Special Helmet.
Best Special Helmet. Lewis Hamilton in Las Vegas. Nico Hülkenberg in Abu Dhabi. Oscar Piastri in Suzuka.
And now, to read off the winner, known Kick Sauber fan, Clint Householder.
Thank you. Buddy. And the winner for Best Special Helmet, of course, goes to none other than Nico Hülkenberg for his 250th career race at Abu Dhabi. Very fitting how the One Driver Style Award was given to me when they didn't tell me the dress code, so whoops.
Well, it is sometimes a tall task to make these drivers look likable. One team did it best, and we will now be awarding the Media Admin of the Year award. Let's see the nominees.
Social Media Admin of the Year. Petronas AMG Mercedes. Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls.
And the winner of the Media Admin of the Year award is, to no surprise, the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls.
Whoa, 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 mysterious girl, move your body close to mine.
Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
I stop and stare at you, walking on the shore. I try to concentrate, my mind wants to explore.
Guys, it's a no.
The drivers aren't the only ones with fashion. Sometimes the cars look really good too. This next award is the Best Special Livery. Let's take a look at the nominations.
Best Special Livery. MoneyGram Haas in Suzuka. McLaren in Silverstone. Atlassian Williams Racing in Las Vegas.
And the winner of the Best Special Livery is Haas in Suzuka. I think everyone loved that one.
Our next award is the well-anticipated Rookie of the Year award. Let's see the nominations.
Rookie of the Year. Isaac Hadjar. Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Kimi Antonelli. Petronas AMG Mercedes. Oliver Behrman. MoneyGram Haas.
And the winner of the Rookie of the Year award goes to Kimi Antonelli of Mercedes.
This next award is Comeback Driver of the Year.
Comeback Driver of the Year. Carlos Sainz, Atlassian Williams Racing. Lando Norris, McLaren. Max Verstappen, Oracle Red Bull Racing.
So, the winner of Comeback Driver of the Year is Max Verstappen. Congratulations. While many drivers had a standout year this year, there can only be one Driver of the Year.
Let's see the nominations.
Driver of the Year. Max Verstappen, Oracle Red Bull Racing. Lando Norris, McLaren. Oscar Piastri, McLaren.
And the winner of the Driver of the Year is
Lando Norris. Wow, what a surprise.
Thank you for joining us on this extra special episode of the Race Hangover.
Whether you've been with us all season or tuned in for your first episode, thank you.
While we look forward to a restful off-season, you can't get rid of us that easily.
Subscribe to us on YouTube at Shutter Sports Media or follow us on all the socials at The Race Hangover for more off-season content.
We will have a few irregular episodes this off-season, but until then, I'm Katie, this is Austin, and we will see you next time.
We're here to reek.
God,
Fuck, stupid, you did.
Canada.
As the finishing three, that is a stupid fucking sentence. My host.
Fuck! Stupid.
The sprint race finished with Piastri first. No, it didn't. Norris in first.
We head to Imola now, where I'm going to kill myself. Mom, I threw up.
Bang.
First take. We head to Spain now, where the final podium was Piastri, Norris, Leclerc? Yeah. Okay.
This was also another bad home race for Italians, as Kimi did not place in the points. Oh no, he finished 9th. LOL.
I have nothing for these.
Sprint pole, sprint win, Grand Prix pole, and Grand Prix.
We got our first head.
I started with, I must have been lobotomized because I barely remember Qatar, and it happened a month ago.
This award gathers all the information. Oh, not all the. What am I fucking going
fuck you
for?
on
I need to
about?
let me think of something before I actually.
And the winner of the, oh no.
Didn't put this thing up.
I know. I think we can read that.